What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rock'em Diesels now. So, today is an exciting day because today we're slapping diesel. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Today we're slapping the engine back together. We're gonna put the oil lubes. We're gonna put the crankshaft, lube it all up, all good. Install them bolts. We're gonna camshaft first, and then crankshaft, time it and stuff, put the bottom cover all on to specs and stuff. So today that's what we're gonna do, and a little bit less clutter over there. So like I always say, let's get to it. Adios. All right, so camshaft's on the ground, standing up. So we're gonna clean it first, and then we're all gonna lubricate the main journals and stuff. Lubricate all the bearings and stuff. It's already clean. I had it over it there. I think so. Yeah, all the bearings. We're gonna lubricate that with engine oil, 1540. And then same thing, cam lobes, journals and stuff. Lubricate all that, slide it in, and those bolts where the camshaft mounts on, right here and there, 23 foot-pounds. 23 foot-pounds. Tied that up, and after that we're gonna install, do the same thing, clean the crankshaft and stuff. We're gonna install the main bearings. We're gonna lubricate the journals and the main bearings and stuff. Reinstall, take the bottom cover, same shit, clean it all, and then lubricate again. Install. Torque spec is 90, 110. Like, there's a sequence and in order you're supposed to do it there. I'll probably post it up when I edit the video, or my brother now. And yeah, do that. It's 90, 110, 170, and in a certain sequence. So yeah, I'll put you on a time lapse, and we'll do that. Got this from work. It's Isuzu, because when you work on Isuzus there, their oil change is warranty as long as you use Isuzu oil. But same shit, 1540 is gonna be good. So we're gonna leave the camshaft to dry a little bit. There's still a little bit of brake clean on it, so leave it to dry a tad. But the main journal there, the bearings and stuff, and try lubricate that as much as we can. Clean engine oil. It's gonna be a little bit tricky. See, so you can just use those ports here actually and squeeze oil through, and it's gonna come out and lubricate the bearings. After that, got to make sure I wipe off the oil off of here where the main bearing sits, because you don't want to have any lubrication or whatever behind the main bearings. So we're gonna do that. And this, we'll leave it to dry a little bit, but we'll clean that. I'll clean that, and then I'll start filming when camshaft's dry and when we can install it. I'm gonna lubricate the camshaft. It's down right now. It's kind of weird there with the camera, but lubricate that, and then install it, put the bolts in, and we'll be golden. Alright guys, so we got the bottom end on the table. We got our bolts. These ones are longer, these ones are shorter. So the shorter one goes on the outside, longer ones on the inside along your mains. And then we got some more bolts. It's like I believe it's like 10 mil, but I'm not sure. But anyway, small bolts that goes right on the edge right here on the outside. So we're gonna clean the bottom end, bottom half or bottom cover. We're gonna clean that, clean the bolts, make it all squeaky clean. And then after that, we're gonna clean the crankshaft, and like we did on the camshaft, and then lubricate, install the main bearings, lubricate them, lubricate the crankshaft, and then install the bottom cover. All right, so I came across something while I was taking a shit. That my mic yesterday for 3 videos like shot the bed, so it fucking died on me. So it's just me mumbling with no fucking sound or whatever. So I think where I was at was these bolts. You know, you got longer ones. They go on the inside, shorter ones goes on the outside. So those are longer, those are shorter. Torque spec starts at 90 as per Navistar, and then 110 as per Pro Demand. It's weird. But then the second time around, both of them's 130, and then last torque spec is 170. So I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, as long as the last torque spec's fine and it's roughly around there, should be fine. And then bearings, the crankshaft bearings. So number 4 main journal. So this one right here. So this is the back of the engine. So 5 for this one. At the bottom, or well, I mean at the top, because my engine's upside down. So towards the block is a thrust washer. And then the rest of the top bearings on the block, they have a groove and a hole for your oil lubrication. And then the bottom ones, it's all the same. You got 5 that are the same and they don't have that groove. So that goes on the bottom cover. So, and then I showed you that the timing was right. I spun the crankshaft. It's fucking silky smooth. So, and then I was saying also that I was cleaning my bottom cover. That's the time lapse or whatever. And then I install those seals with their 2 straight strands on either side. That sums it up pretty much. You know, I clean all the parts and stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself or not, to be honest, but I guess that's a quick recap. Also, you can reuse the bottom bolts. You can reuse those. You can't reuse the head bolts because they're torque to yield, so there's a certain 90 degree. And a quick, easy way to know that is if your specs, all right, it's a certain torque spec like this. It's 90, 130, and 170. There's no angles to it. You can reuse. On the head bolt, I'm not sure exactly, but I know there's an angle to it. Not sure if 90. Usually max 4.7s and stuff like that. It's like an extra 90 degrees. So those are torque to yield. Those you cannot reuse. And then because I installed new thrust washer on the crankshaft and stuff, I didn't measure the backlash on it. It's brand new, so it's fine to me. I'm not gonna measure that. Don't need to measure with feeler gauge as well because they have new bearings. So I just leave it at that. So yeah, if because I got a feeling some of you in the comments can say, hey, you miss feeler gauge, or oh, you miss your backlash or whatever. Well, it's new bearings. So yeah, that's just figure I laid it down so you don't need whatever. Although if you do have some tips, I am fairly open-minded, but I've noticed like previous videos, you guys know, try to help or whatever. I appreciate that. Thank you. But it's always nice for you guys, you know, comment your experience or ideas or whatever. It's always good to have an open book and look at the whole road there. So appreciate that. I know earlier I mentioned I'm gonna clean the piston grooves and stuff, but I think as far as the video itself, I think that's gonna be it. So that's that. Catch you next time. You guys keep it running and slap diesels in her. You know, I'm rather torque over horse, but everybody has their opinion. And you got actually sweet builds or whatever. You took a gas vehicle, slap a diesel, anything. Man, I got a list of projects myself after this of different vehicles I want to slap diesels in her because I don't know, I'm all about diesels.